that famous verse of Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. Now, we love to quote that. I love to quote that. Let me just say it for myself. I love to quote that. But sometimes we don't know what are all the things that have to work together. Sometimes we don't know what pieces that we have to play in order for those things to work together or for God to kind of complete the process that he's trying to do. Sometimes we may question God, does it take all of this? I often will ask, Lord, does it take all of this to get to this point? And sometimes the answer is yes. And sometimes we're not ready to hear that until we're well into the process. Because again, we don't know the amount of anchoring that needs to take place. We don't know the amount of root that needs to take place. God's big piece is about making sure our soul is kept. That whatever the promise that he's going to deliver, whatever he's doing, he wants to make sure our soul is steady, that nothing is going to knock us off from moving forward in him and ultimately spending eternity with him. So, he's more concerned about making sure that he processes every piece perfectly than the thing itself. Because of course he wants to give good things. That's what the scripture says. He's a good father that wants good things. But a portion of that good thing is making sure that your soul is protected in the process, making sure that what he has intended for you doesn't overcome you to the point that you turn away from him altogether. And so, it's so important, again, that obedience and trust. And it's not always a pretty picture. Sometimes there's tears that shed. There's times that it's like, God, I don't know if I can take another step. Lord, I don't know how to do this. Lord, is this really what you're calling me to do? But it's really sitting with him, really pressing into him, bringing all of it to him and say, Lord, I don't understand this, but not my will, but your will be done. Your will be done.